what's amazing is I grew up in Keswick, which is in Georgina. Does anyone know where Georgina is? I'm going to tell you, I was playing at the Elma Combo back in March, and I asked the audience that question, and it was silent. And this one guy shouted, I don't know why I have audiences where one person shouts, but one guy shouts, "I drove through there yesterday!" Turned out he drove for the LCBO. I kid you not. So, first off, born and raised in Keswick, Ontario. My dad opened a music store in 1978 in Keswick. It's pretty wild, eh? That's before I was born, for anyone. If you're like doing the math, like, does she look old enough to have been around to help him open? No, I was not. 10 years later, he said, "I want a daughter." So I grew up, with this, what I've learned is a very unique childhood where, I grew up singing in the church choir that my dad ran, and my mom would, have me stand on the pew and reach the microphone. And growing up, my brothers would take me to the bars in Newmarket when I was like 15, so I could sing. They wouldn't let me drink. I tried. They were like, "No, Mom and Dad will ground us if we let you drink. But you are allowed to sing. We can take you." And when I look out and I see Will and Kathleen and I see Paul, you guys were at those bars. You know what I mean? Like, how wild is that? Like, how many years ago was that? It's not one. Orleans, I know! Orleans, Tuesday nights, Wednesday mornings, my art teacher would be like, "Why are you so tired?" So I grew up with this community building around me, which was amazing. And when I told them I wanted to make the record of my dreams, Georgina and the surrounding areas said, "We're going to support you," and they crowdfunded so that I could afford to make this 10-song record with John Angus MacDonald and all these great musicians in this beautiful studio in Hamilton. Isn't that amazing? So when I was telling my co-writers, I wrote this song about my roots in Georgina and how, Georgina always sings my song back to me. When I get lost in the world, which, I think happens to many of us, when you need to be reminded of who you are, I go home to Georgina and they always sing my song back to me. And so when I was telling my co-writers this, Colin, who is the singer of The Trues, by the way, he turned and said, "Georgina needs to know this song is about them." And he goes, "Georgina!" And that's this song. Yeah, I know, right? So here we go. This is a celebration of my roots, my community, and I believe my growing community, because I feel like tonight is really a representation of more community in Collingwood, and I know I found myself in Collingwood. So thank you all so much. I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a lady of the lake. I learned to drive on the dove, and I got holidays. I see myself in the water, and the water. I see myself in the water. Georgina, I can never really leave you. I've been all around the world and still you bring me back again. Georgina, oh, do you know how much I need you? Always be a small town girl, you always will be mine. Georgina, 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 Georgina. I see myself in the water. Thank you. Thank you. So as I mentioned, that community was really instrumental in supporting me make this album. And, you know, this artist journey can be really lonesome sometimes, and you also, it can be confusing because you hear about the success stories and then you try to kind of take bits and pieces from other stories you hear and you put them into your story. That's kind of the idea, right? And there was a time where, you know, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I've kind of got that country vibe at times, that bluesy rock country vibe. And I remember sitting in my dad's office, messaging with a friend who lived in Nashville. And I had decided at this point that I was going to move to Nashville. I was going to move to Music City. And I told my friends and family, I said, I'm going to move to Nashville. And they said, we support you. And then as I was messaging with this friend, I started to kind of realize that Nashville wasn't the right move. And it was kind of like where I was at, I had to get my head on straight. I had to kind of figure out what life meant, you know. That's a big question, but I had to figure out this, at least like a glimpse of that answer. And I had to do that in Georgina. I had to discover myself more, and I had to be there. And that's when I realized that my success story was not moving to Nashville and spending 7 years in a 7-year town to make it. But it was staying in Canada. It was staying in, at the time, Keswick, and just asking for their support, and they helped kind of make that next step in my career. And the Collingwood Live and Original competition has also helped me make those steps in my career. And Collingwood has become instrumental and so supportive for me as an artist. So thank you for being a part of my success story tonight, because this is success to me. Thank you. I'll let them know. I'll let them know you love them. This song's called All the Way to Nashville. I said I don't feel like myself. You say, yeah, I can tell. I thought Music City was calling me. Maybe it was just the Tennessee whiskey. Falling down. Now it seems the news is getting around. All the way to Nashville, I'm a mess and you can tell. Maybe you don't need to know. Maybe I don't wanna say